Welcome to the Nita Black Show. For those of you that have been following the series, you know that we have talked about Akon, Beyonce, Chris Brown, DMX. And for those of you that are just joining the series, you can go back and watch those videos. You can also go to Amazon and see the book series that is connected to the video series. And there's links in each of the videos for the books, so you can go to Amazon and pick out which ones interest you. You can also like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But today we are going to talk about somebody that you guys are asking, um, has she fell off? Is she on a break? Uh, what's really going on with her? And that is Erykah Badu. Uh, a lot has happened with Erykah Badu before she kind of backed away from the industry a little bitty bit. She went through quite a bit a few years ago, actually several years ago. Um, there are people that reported on her running through the streets of uh, Dallas, I think it was. And um, what happens in the industry is that you have a lot of entertainers that are very, um, they consider themselves to be very deep, very spiritual. And some of the stuff that goes on in the industry really takes a toll on people's psyche, on their spirit, on a lot of things. And we talked about DMX on the last show and what he went through. But you have a lot of the females and the males go through quite a bit, and they go through it kind of in different ways because the males are just broken down completely by some of the stuff that is done to them and that they have to do, and it makes them very uh, hostile, very angry. It makes some of them very sad and very depressed. But the females have a huge problem with the fact that they get into the industry just wanting to, display their talents and their singing, their music, their whatever their situation is, and immediately they are ignored. The industry ignores all of the things that they're able to do, and they just become another. The industry tries to turn them into another prostitute, just another prostitute. You're just, doesn't matter how great you are, in the end, you're just a dime a dozen. And it's hard for people to really grasp that an industry can be that cold while you're making them all kinds of money. And the minute that you're no longer that hot commodity or that golden label that they can, or golden artist that they can make a bunch of money off of, immediately you're put to the side. You're cast aside for something fresher, something newer, and it's almost like you're forgot about. But a lot of these entertainers haven't actually just fell off. They're still doing quite a bit, whether it be writing, being on other people's tracks and all kinds of different things. But you just don't hear them played on the radio as much. You don't see them in the limelight as much because you have some people in the industry who play God and decide who is going to be the new it thing, the new, golden child. And whoever they've made money off of before, it's like, oh well. So that's really, really difficult for uh, uh, the business in general, because you have a lot of people that people really liked, they really admired, And they would love to still be hearing those people, especially compared to some of the stuff that is being played on the radio now. But remember, all this stuff is done for a reason. The stuff that you hear on the radio now is being played in order to get children to think a certain way and feel a certain way, whether it's violently, whether it's inferior, being inferior, whatever the situation is being played and put in their minds for those reasons. And you have people like Erykah Badu who wanted to put something a little deeper in children's minds and people's minds, and wanted to, kind of expand their horizons when she sings her songs and plays her music. And when she's told that she has to do it the way that everybody else is doing it, you got some that be like, I'm not finna do it that way. If I have to, back away for a little bit, that's what I'll do. But I'm not finna, just go all out and change everything about myself, or change everything about my character, my music, my everything, just to please people. And so, no, she has not just fallen off. She's still doing quite a bit, but the industry is what quiets conscious, or what people consider conscious music, down. It's the industry decides what's shelved and what's put in rotation and played over and over again. So I hope that answers you guys' questions about Erykah Badu. She's still doing her writing. She's still doing a lot of different things with people. She's just not in rotation because there are people who have decided that she's no longer hot or it, and they're trying to push this crack baby rap, and now this homosexual crack baby rap, and she does not fit into that category. So anybody that doesn't fit in that category, you're not going to hear them played a lot, except on oldie uh, channels, oldie days, things like that. So um, you guys are the ones who can actually turn this around by calling up these radio stations, which are mostly all owned by whites now, and letting them know that you want to hear Erykah Badu. You want to hear the music that actually touches your soul and makes you feel good. Not all this, homosexual stuff and homosexual crack baby rap. Okay, you guys have to do that. You have to change the industry because you are the consumer. And if people are consuming that negative music more than the people that are asking for the positive stuff back, then you're going to keep getting what you're getting. Okay, so if you want to hear more Erykah Badu, you need to call the different radio stations and demand that more Erykah Badu be played. More, whatever your music that you're used to listening to be played. All right, so you know how we do. If I'm still here, we're going to deal with some things. Bye.